Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Visible and we're back with another video. And as you guys can tell by the title of this video, I have never done this before, but I had been mentioned to this type of video actually by a friend, and I thought I'd give it a go. I have won 2 scrims today, and I thought I'd do a little scrim VOD review or whatever. So basically what they are is you review scrims or whatever it may be, and you go over them and you kind of learn from your mistakes. You just kind of, I don't know, improve through just watching it again. You kind of understand the clip more, and hopefully allows you to become a better player and understand a lot more than just what comes and meets the eye. Kind of allows you to get a deeper understanding. But anyways, if you guys watch this video fully through or just until you feel comfortable, go ahead and drop a like. It helps out a lot. Make sure to smash that subscribe button, hit the notification button so you can know whenever I post videos. Also, I will leave all my other social medias in the description below, so go ahead and catch me there. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this video and stay tuned. Alright, so as you can tell, this is going to be the first scrim that I am showcasing, and this scrim is more of a how to maintain high ground and knowing when to take your shots. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So right now, I have previously killed the guys that had a redeploy, so I go ahead and grab the redeploy, and the zone is gonna go ahead and be right across tilted, so not that far away from me. So I'm waiting to try to get an easy rotation. Then I hear this guy gliding right above me. Let me go ahead and actually turn on the there we go. So yeah, I get some cheeky shots in, and I ended up beaming him for his whole shield and almost a quarter of his health. So the zone is already over there, so I figured might as well rotate over there right next to him and try to get some more shots in. And I build a wall so I don't get third-partied, and just try to start getting some shots in and try and laser him. Right at the start, if you didn't notice right there, he edited a hole, which gave me the initial thought of, okay, this guy's probably a smart and aggressive player, and so making me play a little bit more cautious. I immediately placed the walls up. Always want to make sure you don't get third party by just simply placing up a couple walls. But notice how I don't do that to my right. That is because there's nobody over there, obviously. So try to saving mats in these scrims is a key pointer. So I go ahead and take over his wall, get a quick edit in. I could already see through the floor or the stair because it's a ghost stair or whatever. I get some shots in. He beams me for a whole bunch of damage, but I luckily got a quick headshot in for the last bullet and ended up killing him. But since he did a lot of damage to me, I'm forced to pop some of my minis, but thankfully he did have some minis, and there's a supply crate landing right on me. I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward it just a little bit because it's just me healing. The supply crate drops. Ended up having a big pot and a campfire. I'm gonna pop it right about now. There we go. And the zone's gonna start coming really soon. And now, there we go. So right at the start, I noticed this guy is trying to contest for high ground. He starts building up, and that is no go when it comes to me, especially when it's an easy take for high ground. I'm not gonna let the other player take the high ground, which is something you probably shouldn't do either. When you have a chance to take high ground, take it. Unless there's other players contesting it, then don't take it. One time take high ground is when you can, and it's not gonna waste all your mats or cost you any shield or health potentially. So right now it gave me the chance to go ahead and get an overview on the map, allowing me to get a better understanding of what's going on around me, allowing me to be more conscious of what the players are doing and how what their play styles are and stuff like that, which right at the start allows me to see these 3 ballers that are just rolling around the map. And these are going to be a really big help, especially you'll see this later on. They're just going to be everywhere still, especially in some of the bigger scrims. You'll notice legit half the lobbies in these ballers late game, and they're just a pain to deal with. So go ahead and start taking them out when you can, whenever the opportunity may be. Even if somebody's not in it and you know that you're the person right next to you and their 1x1 has one and they're not in the same box as it, just start beaming it. Even if they're not in it, you don't want them to have that late game, have that in their late game. Just destroy it. Unless obviously you can go ahead and take it, then go ahead and take it for yourself. But other than that, just keep destroying these ballers. They're really annoying to deal with, and they're easy rotations for other players. So I start trying to go ahead and start destroying some of them. I have the redeploy that I picked up earlier, so I get to zone it really easily just by redeploying in a zone. There's gonna be a baller that comes up pretty shortly. There we go. He comes up right there. And like I said, you want to take these out as soon as possible. I beam him for a lot of his shield, but just not enough yet. So I go ahead and build up, double dink him with my P90. And at this point, I know this player is absolute one shot. I'm gonna W key him. And I try to, but I do not get any bullets in. And this guy is just holding his build. Come around thinking to be on the other side of the stair. He is not. He should have most likely, if I were in a situation, I would have placed the cone first, which is something you guys should do too. Placing your cone before you place the traps is really good. Don't place your traps because they can just easily get out if you don't have a cone, which is a mistake that he made. He starts popping a slurp. I hear that, and I know that when you pop a slurp, it kind of takes a second to get out of the animation. So look, you clearly see he's trying to stop the animation, but it's too late. The damage has already been done. I pump him, he's gone. I take some of his loot, taking a slurp. Slurps and minis, late game, you really want to hold this type of stuff. Big pots, those are kind of good. Anything longer than 5 seconds, you don't want to hold. Chug jugs, med kits, and stuff like that. You don't really want to hold. You want to hold stuff that you can pop on the go and have mobility with it. So chug jugs and med kits, you don't really want to hold. Slurps are one of the best items you can hold in a scrim. You pop a slurp and it heals while you move. It's literally a perfect example of stuff you might need in a scrim. I'm trying to, I guess, stay composed and understand what's going on, not try and get too like carried off, and stay focused. So I do that by just boxing in and just taking a breath and understanding, okay, what's happening around me. And I noticed that there's a guy right in front of me, and I'm pretty sure there's a guy right above me. Yep, right there. I see that, but I reloaded my P90. I thought he had a wall there. He didn't, but he, thank God, missed his pump shot. I build around, and I noticed that there's a player right to my right and another player right to my left. So whenever you're in a situation when you're getting pinched, if you can take high ground, take high ground. If not, you're probably gonna have to fight off one of them, and hope that the other player doesn't third party you. I build up for high ground because I have the chance to, and I noticed this player that's shooting a scar right in front of me doesn't know that I'm taking high ground. He's getting too tunnel vision on the guy that's building up to my right. So I see that the guy's building up, but they're fighting, so it's an easy chance for me to take high ground, and I do just so. I'm maintaining high ground, not letting anybody take high ground until I see this guy try to attempt to contest me for high ground. I box him, or put a floor of him, I mean. Go for the edit because he's not paying attention to really anything. This guy is being too tunnel vision, and that would be one, I guess, thing I would correct him on, is being more of his surroundings. He wasn't being aware earlier when he was shooting the scar down at another guy, and he's not being aware that the floor above him wasn't mine and that I was contesting high ground with him. I P90'd him, he falls off, but I did enough damage to where that was my elimination. See this guy building up for high ground. I try to get a shot in. I end up not getting the shot in. I edit down right here, and he places a floor, and this guy comes out of his baller. Now this is why ballers can be really OP in the situations. I didn't hear him at all build up once to take my high ground. He just grappled it up with his baller and could have in fact taken high ground almost instantaneously, but I heard that he had just gotten out of baller and built up and placed the stairs right above him, keeping high ground and making sure that I'm maintaining that. But now I know that there's two players right below me, and he takes the high ground because I'm trying to worry about the guy that's down below. I drop down, even though I have redeploy. Managing your height is something you always want to do. Never get too high up in the high ground, otherwise you're going to be caught in a situation where, especially if you don't have redeploy, they're just going to shoot you down, and easy damage for them. Right now I'm trying to focus on these ballers, because look at these guys both have full HP, full shield, and they're just able to get a free rotation this entire time into zone. So I'm gonna go ahead and start popping them right now. I didn't know that there was a player not in that one. And then I just start trying to destroy these ballers because I know they're both weak. I edit this guy down. Just start lasering him. I know that this guy above me is weak. Go around for a quick pump shot. That's one player down. Now this player is 3 stories above me. There is absolutely no reason that I should contest for high ground ever in this type of situation. It is a waste of mats, especially when there was another player and a baller looking directly at you. So don't even contest high ground. I go for the Alu, which is the smart play. Gathering the mats, trying to save as much mats as possible. I have like 500 of wood and metal, I'm pretty sure. So I'm doing pretty fine on mats. I noticed this guy has a heavy sniper and he's peeking over the edge like that. So right now is not the opportunity to take the high ground, at least not at the second. And then I hear him build down right next to me. So as soon as I heard him build down, I build up for high ground. And he should have never dropped down for high ground, but he did. He must have thought that I would have never contested for high ground, but I did. And I get some shots off on him with my Scar. Did a little bit of damage. This guy is trying to contest high ground, but I'm just not gonna let that happen. I'm just gonna keep high ground the entire time. And I drop down and I do 75 damage with my pump. You know, this guy is low because I heard the shield crack. For some reason, he still keeps trying to contest for high ground. If I were to give him any tips, it'd be to stop pushing for high ground when you don't have the chance, especially when there's a guy that's right below you and can third party you, which he does really soon. He should have just dropped down for high ground, dropped down from high ground or contesting high ground and just try to heal. But he didn't. He's getting too worried about getting high ground, especially in a situation like this. High ground isn't really needed. This guy got tunnel visioned on destroying the high ground platform. Didn't even notice I dropped down. I beam him. This guy is super low. I see that guy started dropping down too. So I wait, head around, pump him for like, I don't know how much pump damage that was, like 10, like what the heck. But nonetheless, I hoping that these guys will fight each other and I can just third party. But they ended up not fighting each other. I phased through this guy's wall, which gives me enough time to pop the P90. This guy's all over the place. He's just panicking, not really assessing the situation smart. I go down for a free pump shot, and I'm still 100, doing fine on HP, shield, mats. At this point, I'm really confident that this guy down below is going to get bodied. I try to fake him out with the edit, miss, get some P90, build, and then go for a quick pump. Finishing the game off. So as you can see, this one is about managing your high ground, knowing when to drop down and when to push up, and being aware of your surroundings, knowing when to take your shots off. I hope you guys will enjoy the next one. So yeah, peace out. All right, so right now a little bit of background is I'm not really doing the best on mats. I was kind of fighting a lot and tilted, as you can see, and I kept getting third party after third party, and I ended up using a lot of mats during this scrim. This scrim isn't really the most craziest one. Like the last one, it was kind of crazy, but not a lot. This one's kind of a more sit back scrim and allows me to go ahead and play it passive and learn different types of play styles. So a little bit of background though, besides the fact that I was low on mats and also had no redeploy, was that the guy right next to me had just gotten sniped and I'm pushing for high ground. So I'm pushing up for high ground. He goes ahead and starts shooting me with the Scar. So I'm not gonna go ahead and contest that. I'm trying to keep my full 100. He gets RPG'd by a third party. I build up, try to get some shots in. I got the no ADS glitch and then it made me jump or whatever, which is fine. He RPGs me and I take so much fall damage right there, or actually not a lot, but still for just fall damage, it's kind of a lot. You want to keep as much health and shield as possible. Shoots an RPG, but I'm not really panicking. I know that this base is all metal, so it's not going to destroy like the entire building, which is fine. I go ahead and gather some more mats because, like I said, I was low on mats and everything pretty much. But at this point, I got really stacked from this last guy. And this guy tries and starts build battling me, but keep in mind, he has an RPG and is probably really stacked too. So I'm not going to go ahead and contest that. Instead, I'm going to wait for a free rotation into zone. And just like that, this guy places a launch pad. So I was going to push him, but then I noticed that he got high ground. And remember, he still has an RPG. So I went ahead and just kept the low ground, hoping that this guy didn't just start RPGing me and third party me from some other guy, which is fine because he actually ended up forgetting about me, and I stayed down here pretty much this entire zone waiting for the zone to change. Because I do have a launch pad, so I'm just waiting for the perfect opportunity into the next zone to go ahead and rotate. Alright, fast forward a little bit. So right about now, the zone is moving right now, and I'm waiting for this guy to make a rotation so I can try to get some cheeky shots off on him and chip some shield off of him. He goes ahead. I thought he was gonna try to skybridge for some other reason. He ended up placing a launch pad, so I shut him down. And I have one, so I go ahead and place the launch pad. And I'm trying to look for an easy way to take high ground. And at first I'm thinking of those two wooden stairs that are right by the SYM Merc kit. I don't know. That's what I was thinking of landing on. But then from the corner of my eye, I noticed there's a wooden platform that's in the storm, and I'm waiting to go ahead and try to grab that. But then I noticed it right about now, and it's too late. I'm kind of really low, so I have to sacrifice some HP to go in. But that worked out just fine because I got a free trap kill on this guy and got the shotgun. There we go. And right about now, I'm trying to get some better loot. I see these two guys, and they're trying to just land on me. Which right off the start, you never want them to take high ground, especially when you have high ground to start off with. You don't want to. The only time I would say not to contest high ground is when it's like multiple people besides two just trying to land on you. Then it's just don't even worry about it. Just let them fight it out, and you can take high ground another time. But since there's two of them, I figured I might as well go for a trap play. Yet again, I trap him and then go for the shotgun shot. This guy is the definition of one shot. Somehow we get shot down, which is fine because I keep building whatever, and I caught myself. The guy that I shot had died to fall damage from a different guy, so now it's just me and the second guy that was gliding. Understand that I still have high ground, and I'm not losing that. I'm shooting and building. That's something I would suggest you learn if you don't already know how to do. Is go for it. You shoot a shotgun and build. Shoot a shotgun, place a floor. If you don't know how to do that, there's plenty of tutorials you can probably do on how to go ahead and understand that method. But anyways, I do that. These are his floors, so I place a pyramid and go up a couple more high ground. I want some distance. I thought he'd build up a little bit more, so I have to drop down again pretty soon. But right now I'm just trying to get some shield off. Notice that when I'm popping shield, I'm kind of moving with the zone a little bit. But it worked out fine because I one-pumped this guy in the head and took all of his loot and ended up getting shield back. I rifted, but it wasn't until this moment that I realized that it is a 1v1. So as you can see, it wasn't really the craziest scrim, but I'm trying to get a VOD out, see how these type of scrim VODs do. I'd probably get some more crazier scrims. Right now, I am most likely going to be qualifying for the finals. So we'll have to see. Once I get into the finals, we can evaluate some of the scrims then. So right now it's a 1v1. I'm still not 100. Try to get some shield off. I thought this guy was gonna try to build battle, but he ended up dropping down, taking a little bit of fall damage. I didn't know that though, so all I knew that he was low ground. I get a small chunk of his shield off, which is fine. Going for the big pot. I seen that guy build, and right now my goal is just to keep high ground and wait the timeout, see what he's gonna do until I can get a free shot in. Make sure that I'm prepared for a fight overall. Right now you see me loading all my guns, getting all my shield ready, and I hear him reload the RPG, so I know that RPG shot is reloaded and connect to the side, because if he RPGs me, this whole thing could fall and he could take easy high ground. And I have no clue what his health or shield is. All I know is that he could potentially be 100 still. So I noticed he built up. I floor coned him. Go for the quick edit. Thought I can get a quick shot off on him. Wasn't there. Went around to Highground, and I'm waiting to try to get a cheeky shot off at him. He goes out, which is a dumb play by him. I hit him for a lot. Come around and boom, clean headshot right there. This guy is low. I edited down thinking that he'd place the floor below me, but he didn't. I edit and get a clean shotgun shot, closing the scrim win. So I hope that you guys enjoy these type of videos, and if so, go ahead and leave a like. I'm probably going to be doing more of these scrim type VOD videos. I don't really know how these are going to turn out. One of my friends just told me to search them up, and I was like, yo, I can probably go ahead and try to do this. So I did. But if you guys enjoy these type of contents, then go ahead and leave a like. So I'm gonna give a quick recap though of what these two scrims were kind of like focused about. So the first scrim was kind of demonstrating how to maintain high ground and knowing when to take shots and when not to. This second one is more of like play it patient sometimes. Playing aggressive is not always gonna work out all the time, and sometimes you're gonna have to learn and understand how to play low ground, especially when you have someone that has high ground with an RPG. It's gonna be really difficult to go ahead and take that high ground. So I hope you guys did enjoy, and as always, stay awesome. Peace out.
Tell me where the cash at. I've been on the fast track. Shorty want my heart, but I can never backtrack. I just wanna smash that, hit it, then I pass back. Shorty want my heart, but I can never backtrack. This ain't nothing new. I've been chasing